state champion football players just a couple days after their 35-0 victory over Benedictine to go back-to-back. Three seniors here. We've got Robbie Dunn, Jon Brooks, Hunter Brooks. I'm going to call this the Brooks and Dunn podcast. And first question, these guys decided they want Robbie to go first, so we'll go Robbie and then down the line. Can you just put into words in your last high school game what it felt like to go out with such a decisive win against a big rival and, arguably the biggest game you ever played?
I feel like I'm on top of the world, Since freshman year, we've always been working to be state champs and beat Benedictine the way they used to beat us. So when I was a freshman, we'd always get whooped. And it's good to just do the same thing to them.
Yeah, it was a great feeling going out there and getting a win. But it was also kind of a sad moment knowing that's the last time I'm going to play with some of them guys together on the field.
It felt great because at the beginning of the week, I didn't even think I was going to be able to play. And then, it just felt good to go out with them for the last time.
Yeah, I was just going to – I actually want to have a follow-up because both Jon and Hunter, you guys both were coming off of injuries and, not minor ones either. So could you talk about, the process that each of you went through to be able to play in that game?
Well, yeah, I got hurt the week of St. Chris, so I just spent the next two to 3 weeks trying to rehab my ankle, icing it, strengthening it, trying to get back. And then the week of the state championship game, that was my first week of practice actually. So I not only practiced 2 days, I spent the rest rehabbing. So
yeah, I got hurt St. Chris week too, and my injury was different. I tore my meniscus, so it wasn't really anything I could do because I couldn't fix it or anything. So it was just me having to tough it out for them and go out there with them one last time.
Well, you both played incredibly well. If we didn't know you were injured, I don't think anyone could have told because y'all were both, from what I know about football, would have graded as an A in that performance for sure. Nathaniel?
So this is just kind of looking back on the season. Y'all went 11-0. What do you think helped y'all get to that point and be able to go undefeated and win a state title?
Me personally, I think it's the bond between our team. Our team has always been very close, so it's easy to communicate with your team what you need to do in a way that you need to do it. So there's not much fighting or anything. We all get along. We all on the same page when it comes to game time, and when we're in practice, we all go hard together. So.
Yeah, going off of what Robbie said, we're all very close, and we spend a lot of time with each other outside of football. So I'll just say that overall bond is what helped us reach 11-0 and win the state title.
Yeah, I agree with them, the bond that we have. And this was just the goal that we had for each other in our last year together. So, yeah.
So during Saturday's broadcast, obviously in the second half it wasn't too close. So my broadcast partner Silvio and I started talking about things like defensive MVP and different awards. And I said on the broadcast, literally each of the 11 starters on our defense, you could make a case as the defensive MVP. But I did end up describing each of you as follows, and tell me if you like this description and if you think it's fair or if you disagree. So Robbie, I said that you were the most improved compared to last year. What do you think about that?
I agree. I came out this season trying to grind to play college football and kind of just put it on the line for my last season here. So I really went hard this summer.
And Jon, I describe you as the most underrated. You look at a lot of these guys that maybe have offers from a little bit higher level, but to me, if you didn't know about any offers or program things like size and weight, you're as good as anybody out there. Do you think that's fair, most underrated?
Yeah, I think that's the perfect description because, I don't really have any offers, but I still go out there and work hard just like anybody else. So I think that's a good
Well,
description.
everybody needs to wake up because you're just a great football player. And then Hunter, I describe you as the most consistent. You've got versatility to come up in the run game. You can cover in the pass game. I feel like you could play on the line as a linebacker or even as a DB when needed, at least when you're healthy. So most consistent. Fair?
Yes, sir.
You
That's
take that?
That's what I try to work on in the off-season all the time. All off-season, that's what I work on.
I've been telling y'all I know football, so I nailed it. Go ahead, Nat.
So y'all are all seniors. How do you keep motivating the younger guys to help carry on this tradition of being a really strong team?
Personally, I think that coming in and seeing the older guys work hard, even when we're, already at levels that we want to be at and continue to push ourselves every day, it kind of puts our standard out in front of them. So, like when I was here, I saw the upperclassmen working towards what they want to do, which pushed me to work hard so I could get to where they wanted everybody else to be. So I think just setting the standard at the beginning of the year with all the younger kids helped out.
Yeah, I would just tell all the younger kids to stay together and to have fun while doing it, because if you're not having fun, there's no point in doing it at all. So.
And I think it's just like the standard that we've built over the years together. And I think that the younger guys will see that and want to, come to that.
So the next question I wanted to ask, not only were you all 11-0 this year, but I think won at least the last 4 games last year or so. So I think it's at least a 15-game winning streak. But I actually wanted to go back to a not so great day, which I think was the last loss that y'all had at St. Christopher's last year, and got beaten pretty badly. My question is two-part. On that day when it was 57-19 or whatever, could you have dreamed that you would still go on and win 2 state championships? And also, is that a day that y'all, did you just flush it and be like, this was just a weird day and circumstances went against us, or was that something that motivated you all to never feel that way again?
I think it's always motivated me. Maybe not for every game we play, but definitely during St. Chris week, it's always like, I saw what they did us last year, we need to do it back to them, kind of push ourselves to be better than we were in prior years. So.
Yeah, I also felt that that loss was motivation for us, because you never want to feel that feeling of losing again, and it was more so embarrassing than anything. So it just gave us a lot of motivation to go back out there and get a win the next week.
Yeah, like Jon said, I think it was motivating. It was really embarrassing to just go out and lose like that. So and we didn't want that to ever happen again. So
it didn't. Y'all never did lose again after that. You have any more?
No, you got it.
All right, let's wrap it up with a quick lightning round. Just quick questions, quick answers. I'll start with your favorite pregame meal.
I like Chick-fil-A.
I would say boiled eggs.
I can't eat before games.
I think I asked you that back at media day too.
Yeah,
So,
I can't eat before games.
all right, we're gonna switch up the order now and go this way. Pregame hype song.
Anything by Rod Wave.
Anything by G Herbo.
I just listen to what's on in the locker room.
Who is, this is a hard one actually, the teammate you respect the most?
Teammate I respect the most. Gotta be Isaiah Robinson.
I'll actually say Hunter Brooks.
I would say John.
Who's the funniest coach on the staff?
Coach Ali.
It got to be Coach Wiley or Coach Bell.
That's got to be Wally.
If you could live anywhere in the world and had, you could afford to live anywhere, where'd you want to live?
LA.
Atlanta.
South Carolina.
And finish this sentence for me. In 10 years, I will be
A businessman.
Working in the NFL.
Working.
All right, I'll give you guys one last chance if you want to have any just final words to your teammates or just about this experience in general. You don't have to, but just one last chance for Titan Nation to sum up these incredible careers that each of you had.
I just want to say that I had a great experience here playing football at Trinity, and I'm forever grateful for all of my teammates and everything they did for me, and also my coaches.
I'd say the same thing as John. Just thankful for the opportunity to come here and play. Kind of changed my life with college football and everything. So just keep grinding.
I say the same thing, but just go out and get another one next year.
There you go. 3 state champions here. Hunter Brooks, Jon Brooks, Robbie Dunn, all had incredible seasons and saved their best for last because these guys were amazing on Saturday in the championship game. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.